All right, guys, how's it going? As you can see, I'm not in my usual environment. I'm in England at the moment, staying with family over here for a family wedding. Hey, it was a good wedding, actually, good crack. I've uploaded a couple of videos from it today to my other YouTube channel, Duncan Oldham. The link's in the video description to that channel. It'll pop up on the end of this video as well. And I've also done my morning briefing as well. That's over there on that channel, my acknowledgements and things like that, right? So if you're a fan of this channel, you'd probably love it over there, all right? Because we do talk, cop talk, Liverpool, you, me, everything. Anyway, in this video, we're going to be talking about Julián Álvarez. Now, the reason I'm going to mention Julián Álvarez, I don't think Liverpool are trying to sign him, right? But I know some of you guys would like to see that happen. We have been linked with him before. We have had an interest in him before. But as far as we're aware, we're not sniffing around him or anything like that. But that doesn't stop us being mentioned with him. And it doesn't stop us having an interest in to see what happens with his career, right? In the future and whatnot. So this video, you're not going to find anything in here that's, that's going to leave you knocking one out with excitement or anything. This video is going to tell you about an article published in the Barcelona media today, Sport, about Álvarez. And those of you that have followed all the updates about him over the last few months just might find it a little bit of interest. So this is just purely for anyone that's interested in Julián Álvarez and his career, right? And it's headlined, Atletico going all in for Julián Álvarez. And like I say, it was published in Sport today, pro-Barcelona publication. And the big chatter has always been in Spain that if he was to leave Atletico, it wouldn't be to go to Liverpool or something like that in the Premier League. It would be to go to Barcelona. That's supposedly his preferred destination, but obviously they've got, financial issues and shit. But it says here, I'm going to tell you what it says about, because even though, his club continually say that they're building a team around him, he's a future captain, the president there said he'll die at this club. His agent still leaves the door open continuously, suggests that he is open for a move, but that could be trying to put a bit of pressure on to get a new deal. The president there has said, we won't pay you what other, Premier League clubs could offer you, for example. You will fit within our structure. So this is just giving you an update of what's been said. So it says, Julián Álvarez has a strong reputation in European football, especially after an exceptional debut season at Atletico, and the club is determined to keep him at all costs. Goes on to tell you about how great he is and what he's won in his first season. Says he experienced very difficult collective moments in his first season in the capital. Talked about the team being knocked out of the Copa del Rey by Barca and out of the Champions League by their eternal rivals Real Madrid. They also lacked the consistency needed to compete for La Liga, finishing third and 12 points behind the top of the table. And they were doing so well, weren't they? The Club World Cup didn't go their way either. After that knockout in the Americas, doubts began to emerge about Álvarez's future at the club, especially due to the emotional toll of constantly falling short. This is the Barcelona media, remember. At one point, he was even linked with a move to Barca. I don't think this article's very truthful to you, because I haven't seen speculation about Álvarez's future at Atletico. I really haven't in any of the publications, and I read them daily, and I've done for a long time. There's the usual forget trying to come and get him, but he hasn't really been heavily linked with anyone for a long time. At one point, he was linked with a move to Barca. I wouldn't say he was linked to the move to Barca. Just the chatter was, when Liverpool were mentioning him, it was like, no, he won't go there anyway. He'd want to go to Barca. So is that linking him with it? I don't know. Anyway, it says, in that regard, Fernando Hidalgo, Julián Álvarez's agent, left the door open to a possible future with Barcelona, a move that could become realistic in the summer of 2026. And there's a quote here from that agent that says, day-to-day life is at Atletico. We'll see how the negotiation goes. Football changes quickly. They'll have to speak with the club, which will evaluate the situation, and then it'll be a negotiation between all three parties. So the agent, Álvarez isn't saying anything. Whenever I've read any interviews by him or comment, he looks really happy where he is. The club want to keep him, obviously. But his agent's going, it's a bit of a fucking pain in the ass. I'd be fuming with him if I was the president of Atletico. Anyway, Atletico have moved quickly and are doing everything they can to build a top-level squad around Julián. They've spent 153 million euros this summer, I believe. 8 players. And it says, right now, no one doubts the Argentines' desire to stay at Atletico. Everything suggests that Julián wants to remain with the red and whites and win titles with them. So the article's a bit of a non-piece really, but it's kind of saying, look, Athletic are going all in for Julián Álvarez to keep him. So maybe that's like a bit of propaganda from Barcelona to their fans saying, oh, yeah, you can't come here because they're going all in. We can't do it. Because the fans will go, well, you've got these financial problems. We could go and get Álvarez if the club was run properly. But now that article's giving it more of a, well, no, they're going all in to keep him anyway. Do you know what I mean? And this is how the media can play things sometimes, I think. So if you're a Liverpool fan that really likes him, maybe that, I don't know if it's a helpful update or not really. Suggestion that he could be on the move in 2026, but I don't know. I think they're just trying to squeeze more money out of Atletico, to be honest with you. I can't see Barcelona doing anything with him, and I just don't see Liverpool doing anything with him either, to be honest with you. All right, guys, I'll leave it with you. This video is more of a just, an FYI for your information. He's still being talked about, but only with Barcelona, really. Next year? I'm not so sure about that. I'll keep an eye on it for you, for those of you that are interested. All right, guys, if you found the video informative, please thumbs up the video. Please drop me a comment. There is a love heart under the video, which is called a super thanks if you want to buy me a beer or a coffee. I'm going back to Spain tonight, all being well, and I should be back in the cafe tomorrow reviewing things for you. I'm keeping an eye on them Spanish friends of ours in Madrid with regards to a couple of our players. All right, guys, take care.